Welcome back, Moses Hershko Development. Today I want to talk about safety and privacy of your property. So when you work with us, Moses Hershko Development, we have a few options for our clients, for end users, for people that recently bought a property or been living in the property for several years or been living in the property for 20 years and it's time to remodel. They reach out to us. So everybody that works with us know that it's very important for me personally to protect your property at all times. We take safety measures very seriously. So all our vendors, subcontractors, our employees, our companies, let's say for example, if it's a vendor, if it's a subcontractor, everybody's fully insured, everybody's licensed, everybody have liability insurance, of course, on top of our insurance, which, I always talk about how important insurance is. We like to carry a $10 million insurance. I feel it's super necessary when we are doing, large scale remodel or new construction, new home, building a new home or any type of remodel. I think you need to have a significant insurance, even if it's a kitchen remodel, even if it's a bathroom remodel. You never know what can go wrong. You never know if somebody can get injured, God forbid, or if there is even a natural disaster, which sometimes not even being covered, unfortunately. But for our end, when we take possession, sort of speaking of the property, when we get into the property, when we start the construction, we take all safety measures to make sure that, we protect the property as much as possible during construction. We always recommend to have additional safety measures. It really depends how the owner feels about security cameras and so forth. That's kind of part of the owner responsibility and due diligence. But as far as our responsibility to make sure we have good people on the site, make sure we're doing background checks of the people that we work with, our employees, our subcontractors, our vendors. We like to have a background check on everyone. We like to make sure that we're working with good people. God forbid, if there is any situation that we don't like, we're never going to hire someone that is not a good person. Let's put it that way. Sometimes, you can understand that people had previous experiences in life. And, as a company, we want to make sure that we protecting the property. Again, I have to be responsible for our clients' homes and properties. When I'm hiring someone, when I'm working with a vendor, with a subcontractor, even with a designer, even with an architect, I take full responsibility to protect your property, right? So, it's very important for us. I see a lot of situations where companies are not really going all the way, sort of speaking, and really take all those measures because it's very difficult to find really quality labor. In the end of the day, you are getting what you paid for. A lot of people don't get it sometimes. They try to compare estimates. They try to get a cheaper cost. But listen, everybody know in the end of the day that you're getting what you paid for. Insurance costs a lot of money, good quality labor, working with good people, also making sure that everybody insured. This is kind of the ABC, right? When everything goes well, you don't have any issues or problems or situations, then you got lucky. Everything's fine, right? But listen, if it's my property, when I'm building for someone, when somebody hire Moses Hershko Development, they expect, full transparency. They expect the best quality service that, it's humanly possible to get. They expect the best direction, consultation, and they also expect to have the peace of mind. They working with a very solid provider that they have all the capability to protect their properties. And that's kind of part of our mission, not just to provide an excellent product, an excellent service, but also to protect your property, okay? So if you have any project for us, now it's the time to start before summer kicks in. We're going to have a few months in the design process. You can reach out to us, to our office, one of our offices. We actually operate in 3 different markets at this stage. We have our Silicon Valley branch in Palo Alto. We also have a location in Los Angeles and also in South Florida. And we have great teams in each location. We have our own in-house team, our construction team, our design team, and we have collaborations. Also, we're trying to be very selective on the projects we take and the kind of properties we work on. We are very client-centric, so it's very important for us to have time to manage and execute, on each type of projects that we take. Most of the type of properties we work on are 3,000 to 5,000 square feet and up. It's not always about the budget, right? It's important to understand the budget so we can really design for budget and for preferences, wish list and needs and so forth. But it's more about again, working with good people. For me, it's very, very important to work with people that there is good chemistry, there is good energy. If it's a client, if it's a vendor, if it's a subcontractor, if it's my team, we like to have fun. Listen, construction, design, development should be fun, should not be stressful. successful. If you're in a situation you don't trust the person you work with, if you're not sure 1,000,000,000% that person is going to deliver and you're going to be satisfied and you're going to refer them afterwards and you're going to continue work with them for the next 20, 25 years, like we have clients that we built for 10, 15 years ago, they have a second home, they have a vacation home, they have things change in their life, they need another property, they always call us back. That shows me that we're doing things right. Like we get like 30% of our business, it's mind-boggling. It's people that work previously with a different company and they don't want to call them back. That's for me, it's a big failure for that company. Okay, if you work with us, you're going to enjoy the experience, we're going to have fun, and we're going to make sure you're getting the best advice, the best direction, and the best protection. We'll see you guys soon. God bless. Stay safe.